It is.
There's no funny part. Alrighty.
This is
So
Kaz.
you're hooking up the testing bolt to adjunct bolt 3. Then on the back of the adjunct bolt 3 you need to disconnect the temperature sensor, which is red and white wire, the smallest one. And instead of it, you're gonna hook up our temperature device. And that's the tricky one, if you have big hands. Up. Yeah, that's gonna be kinda hard with the... there we go.
So we've disconnected the temperature sensor from behind the adjunct 3 board and attached the testing temperature sensor.
So what we do is 2 different tests on it.
And what do we call this?
This one is testing board. I'm calling that testing board, you know.
Our testing board. We've hooked to the front of our adjunct board with our ribbon cable.
So what is the professional name of this thing is PT100 simulator.
Our simulator.
Yes. Anyway, so what we're gonna do now is select 32 Celsius for the first reading.
We select 32 Celsius
For the first reading.
for the first reading.
Yes.
32
And then-
Celsius would be right there.
Yes.
And it has been selected.
It is. Then you connect negative probe of the meter, which is black probe, as you know,
You take the negative probe,
and hook it up to TP25. We just tap. And
Okay.
the positive
Hold
gonna
on.
go to TP26.
so you take the negative probe,
Yes.
and we're hooking it to TP
25.
We want to open that up and shove them in there.
Then you're gonna
And we're taking the positive.
and connect it to TP26.
We're just pressing the little tabs in. Pressing the tabs in and shoving it into
Yes.
TP. Well, you get the idea.
Yes.
They're both in
So-
their respective places. Here and here for the first
What I
reading.
noticed lately is those try to both of them have far away from the unit. For some reason, when you have it too close, it's interfered and the signal is fluctuating instead of stay steady. So actually, you cannot really tell if it's properly or not. I don't know why it's doing it, but it's doing it. When you have
So-
it too close,
We want our simulator
I need
to be.
farther, not touching anything.
That may have been what happened to me then.
And they don't say it in a book, but that's what, like recently I had the issue with it. As soon as I push it like separately sitting, no problem.
Okay, so kind of keep this at a distance away from the unit.
Yeah,
Give it as much ribbon cable room as you can.
perfect. So for first reading, the one we go is for the part 4 to be minus 5.1 millivolt DC. We have 5.5, so it's kind of too big, so we're gonna adjust it.
So we want our first reading to be
Minus 5.
minus
Yeah. At this
5.1
and
millivolts.
change a little bit the range to see it better. Yeah. No, that's fine.
We
That's what
we have
can.
5.5, but we only want 5.1.
Yes. So we're gonna adjust it a little bit. I don't
Okay.
like the part that is changing between 5 and 4.
We have it right here, set right there. And this is too much.
Yes.
Okay.
So now we're taking part number 9.
He's turned his hat backwards, and you might want to do this also.
Yeah, because if you put your head there, it's gonna hit. Alrighty.
Your face is in the way.
Okay. So it's the far back,
Okay.
and you need to
Tweak it
slowly tweak it back
left
and forth
or
a
right
little bit.
as he's doing that. Go ahead, just turn it as you're doing it so we can see what you're doing here on the camera. It doesn't matter that it's right or wrong. He's tweaking it and it adjusts And he's looking for the adjustment of 5.1.
Which is very delicate, like you barely touch it and it's gonna jump by few. There you go.
That pod in the back is referred to as
Pad number 4.
pod number 4,
That's how they say it, and yeah.
which is the most recessive of these 3 pods.
There we go.
And he's
5.1.
now adjusted it to 5.1 millivolts as it needs to be.
Yep. Now what you're gonna do is you're gonna change temperature to 134, which is the last option. And when you yes,